Madhumita, welcome to moneyHOP Q&A session. Great to have you over here. So today we are discussing about the reading module of IELTS. So can you explain about the module?
Yeah, sure. So thank you so much. To start with, I would tell you that the IELTS reading module is not the most difficult module. So it consists of 40 questions and it has 3 sections, and the total time limit is 60 minutes. And there are two types. One is the academic and the other is the general training version. So then talking about the academic type, it contains of 3 long passages, and it is mostly taken from books, journals, magazines, or newspapers. So let me tell you that the academic section, the academic part is a little complex, and it is academic in nature. But coming to the general training, there's a mix of short and long texts, and these are mostly practical in nature, like example, like some sort of advertisements, notices, and workplace materials.
So what are the common mistakes you see students making when they are doing the reading test?
Basically, the very first thing is, see, it is a test of reading. So you will definitely have to read very carefully, read the instructions very carefully. So many students lose marks by overlooking specific instructions. By specific instructions, what I mean is like the instruction may be, for example, one word only, but probably the student adds two. It might be, a one word or number. So you write the number, you do not write it in words. So this is one mistake. Another thing would be spending too much time on one question, like which is quite common, which I find, candidates dwell too long on difficult questions. To avoid this, I would just tell you that please move on and return later if time permits. Besides, see, it is a language functionality test. So, incorrect spelling or grammar is a strict no-no. So, even if the answer is correct, but probably the spelling is wrong, so you lose marks. And the very important thing is, misinterpreting the true, false, not given question, yes, no, not given questions. Like these are the most hype questions. So what happens is that students confuse false with not given. Um, you will have to actually practice these set of questions. Please try and understand that only if the text mentions a clear contradiction, then only it is false. And if that information is nowhere in the text, that means it is not given. So, you will have to actually practice this part. And yes, time management. So student actually tends to, fail in this part, and that leads to a lot of errors, which they were actually not prepared for. Probably under pressure, it happens very commonly.
So the next question is about the same thing, like the time management you just now spoke about. So when it comes to comprehension, reading the passage fast is very important, right? So how can students improve speed of reading?
Okay, so in case you are an IELTS student or you are aspiring to travel abroad, you must be doing a lot of researches. I think you already know of these very trending words, skimming and scanning, right? So I'll come to skimming and scanning. Now, in order to actually read the text very thoroughly and carefully, like these are two techniques. Like ideally, I might have suggested you that please read the passage, look at the question, and again come back, find the answers. But I'm sorry, you don't have that time, you don't have that luxury. Okay. So you will have to skim. Now, what is skimming? That is, you will quickly have to scan through and try to get the general idea or the main idea. Now, how do you do that? You can focus on the titles, on the subtitles, looking at the looking at the first sentence of the paragraph, which is called the topic sentence, or the last sentence of the paragraph, because usually the last sentence of the paragraph kind of summarizes what the whole paragraph is all about, and you try to get the general or the main idea. And while you are scanning through, you will come across repetitive words, and it is going to give you an idea, okay, what this whole thing is about. So you get an idea regarding the whole paragraph or the whole text. Now you have a look at the questions. The questions would ask for some specific details. So you go back and then you scan. That is, you specifically look for those keywords, and you take out the details, which is the answer to your question. So for this, you can use highlighters, or you can underline keywords. And these keywords are going to help you quickly locate important information. But one very important thing is that you should have a good reading habit. That is, not just for IELTS preparation, but in general, a good reading habit. Because, the speed and all these definitely matters, understanding, coming across, common vocabulary or maybe difficult vocabulary. These you can master through regular reading. So, definitely a reading habit is recommended to improve stamina.
You told already about the false, the true or false, and given or not kind of questions, right? So are they the most toughest type of questions we usually get in reading test, or are there more difficult questions than that? Can you explain about that?
Well, I would not say that true, false, not given, or yes, no, not given is the most difficult part. But I would probably say that it is a tricky, it is the trickiest part probably, because please do not make assumptions. Students tend to make assumptions, and with shortage in time, it gets a little confusing. So it is tricky. That's what I can tell you. And regarding the various other types of questions, I would say everything depends on practice. Like there are multiple choice questions as well, matching headings or information, sentence completion, summary or diagram completion, short answer questions. I would not say that any of these is difficult. And as I told you, that the reading module is not the most difficult module.
Now coming to the last question. So imagine a student has IELTS exam in 1 week. So what are the, so give some tips that helps the students to score really good in the reading module.
Okay, so coming to the tips, I would say that, well, there is no shortcut as such. Okay, uh, I would still suggest you that you practice under exam conditions. That is, simulate the IELTS exam by actually solving under that 60-minute timer. Skimming and scanning is definitely which I would like to suggest to you. And, becoming familiar with the question types and the very common mistakes which are made. Vocabulary is also very crucial. Please practice paraphrasing. It is going to help you a lot. Now, what is paraphrasing? So, in the text, you might find the information given in a different set of words. But in the question, you would find probably some synonyms has been used, but the meaning is the same and the implication is the same. So please practice paraphrasing because you might not come across the exact set of words, and read widely.
So Madhumita, you shared a lot of incredible insights. Uh, so the audience wants to know about you, your brand and all. So can you tell about yourself for the audience?
Yeah, sure. So, hi, this is Madhumita, and I'm originally from Kolkata. But since the last few years, I'm living in Punjab. And post the COVID times, I have been with the edtechs. I'm primarily a communication trainer, and currently I teach US students and also students in the Middle East. And I have also, undertaken various certifications such as TESOL, TEFL, IELTS, soft skills, and a master trainer certification. So I even take up communication classes, business English classes, as well as IELTS speaking, reading, and writing.
Great. A lot of great insights have came up from this conversation. Hope the students who are seeing it, the aspiring students, really benefit from the video. Once again, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.